Hey guys, we're back, and I hope you're remembering that today we're going to be reading an expository book. And an expository book is one that tells us about real people, real places, real animals, and real things. How cool is that? And the real insects we're going to be reading about are honeybees. And there's our first page, honeybees. And the author is Jesus Cervantes, and it's illustrated by Tom Leonard. Wow, this looks like a good book, doesn't it? One of the things I want you to think about as I read is how an insect community is like a community of people. I know the last book we read was about animals from your textbook, and we talked about how animal communities and communities of people are alike. And I know we had some great comparisons that so I want you to be thinking about how an insect community is like a community of people. Because you know what? There are some similarities. Ready? Let's read. I'm going to show you the text as we go here, if I can. The sun shines. These honeybees wake up. It's time for these insects to work. Wait a minute, in your community, do people go to work? Absolutely. So that's something that is like or similar. The bees and people both have to go to work. And you guys help me with this sound. What do bees say? Buzz, buzz, buzz. There they go. In the hive, bees live like there's one of those words. What is that? Family. In the hive, we can see there is a queen bee, lots of worker bees, and some drones. Wow, so just like in our community, there's different kind of people. In the insect community with these bees, there's different types of bees. That's another way that those communities are alike. This is the queen bee. That's kind of like your mom. She rules the hive. These are the drones. Drones help the queen bee. So that's kind of like you guys. You got to help out your mom, right? Different types. Uh-oh. This hive is hidden in a big tree. Worker bees will keep this hive safe. It is not wise to make bees mad. Mad bees will attack. Whoa. So those bees work as a family, and you know what? In your community, you have a family, and I bet you protect each other. And that's what those bees are doing. They're protecting each other. Wow, there's a lot of similarities between the bee community and our community. Bees get nectar inside flowers. Bees take this sweet nectar back home. Those are some pretty flowers. Bees also get pollen from flowers. Wow, they're working very hard. Worker bees feed pollen to the queen bee and small bees. It helps them get big. Wow, and that's what those are. Those are the larvae for the bees that are growing inside. And the worker bees give them food. When those small bees get big, it's time to make a new hive. Oh, just like if your family gets bigger and bigger, you might need a new house. Worker bees make the new hive. A new queen bee will go with them. When it gets cold, these bees will go inside their hive. See, it's their hive, it belongs to them. And sleep and rest. The bees will wake up when the sun shines. So it's kind of like their way of hibernating, guys. They go inside and they sleep and they rest up until springtime. And that is the end of our story. But I do have a few questions for you. So let's pretend this is on live action right here. So worker bees have important jobs. What job do you have that's important? Think about it. I know at school you have a lot of really important jobs. What are some of your important jobs at home? Yep, keeping up on your computer work and your homework, that's great. Making your bed, I love that answer. Helping with the dishes. Good answers, guys. All right. So what do you think the author wants you to learn about in honeybees? Because there were some really great things we learned about those bees. What do you think the author wants you to learn? There's a lot of things, I think. Maybe you're thinking he wants you to learn how honeybees take care of each other, or the life cycle of a honeybee, because they talked about how the bees are small and then they get bigger and then they need a new nest. Or maybe the author just wanted to show you a little bit of information, because sometimes that's the purpose, that they want to share true information with you. Good job. So they talked about queen bees and they talked about worker bees, if you remember. Here's the queen bee. She's kind of big. And there's the worker bees. How are those two kind of bees different? Think about that. How are they different? Yep. The worker bees, they have to do all the work. They go out and they get the pollen and the nectar, and they have to bring it back. Does the queen bee need to leave the hive? Not really. She rules it. She makes those other drone bees and worker bees do the work for her. Fury, you guys are so good. I can't believe you're answering these. So I have one more question for you. If we're looking at this, I want to show you this page right here. So the worker bees work together to protect their hive. Is there anything that you or mom or dad do to protect your family at home? Sure, yeah. Making you wash your hands, brush your teeth. That's protecting you from germs and from cavities. Sure, locking your doors at night. That's protection. I love it. Mom and dad keeping you safe and giving you rules, like don't cross the street without an adult. Excellent job. So I hope you learned today that bee communities and our communities, people communities, are alike and different, because they really are. And it's kind of cool. So thanks for joining me today. I hope you have a really good day. I miss you and I love you, and I'll be checking in again tomorrow. Take care, guys.